And alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the self-developed YouTube channel, you beautiful people. Hopefully you guys, I know you guys are having an amazing day wherever you are in this world, guys. It's getting darker and colder. I know I said you guys have an amazing day. If you're getting a little bit of these fall blues, guys, don't you worry. God always has you. He loves you. The universe, life, extension. We are all moving forwards. Believe me, guys, I have days where it feels like I'm regressing, moving backwards, like, you know, what's going on? It's very confusing, but lean not on your own understanding, but trust life. For when it unfolds, guys, a lot of things make sense. Anyways, guys, with that said, comment below where are you from, what time is it, hashtag self-developed army, and let's get today's video going. So guys, with that said, in today's video, guys, I titled it, or believe I titled it, 3 masculine traits every man needs to live by. Now guys, I did put a woman in the thumbnail. And yes guys, this is very true. When you live by masculine traits, your success rate with women will go up, but not for the reasons you guys are thinking. And you guys know my take on this. With monk mode, kind of ironically, the catch-22 is you're actually going to repulse a lot of women, especially in the beginning phases of your self-development journey. It's backwards, guys. When you chase anything of this materialistic world, being women, or you chase money, or any of these things that really are ego-driven, in the short term, you will do better, right? With women, with vanity metrics, A, B, C, D, but you're really screwing yourself up. Like, the amount of people that are going to care for you is close to none. You begin to live a very superficial life, and it's just not good. Where when you flip that, you really begin to build the kingdom within. You're really ignoring the external world. Initially, right, just like I said, you're ignoring the external world. Man, you're, bro, everything's gonna go down. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Finances will go down, your friends will go down, girls will, dude, everything of the world, bro, it could be your looks, everything. God kind of does like the slingshot thing. This is what I've noticed, where he begins to take a lot of things away from you that you actually didn't need, or he's temporarily testing you, right? And as you continue to build the kingdom within, right, which is the priceless internal traits, if you follow that path, I believe he gives you back what you lost doubled, right? If you guys read or familiar with the book of Job, right? I did not read the whole thing, but I'm familiar with what happened. So with that, guys, the first masculine trait that you need as a man, that will probably repulse women at first, rightfully so. This, guys, is decisiveness. Now, I've probably said this trait 1,000 times, and I'll continue to say it 1,000 times. David, how is this trait repulsive to women? Decisiveness, that's the most alpha thing women want. Yes, it is, but it only is when it's convenient to them around you. Now, when you're decisive as a man, or you choose something and you really stick that path, bro, you become a pain in the ass to a lot of people, and vice versa. I mean, think of it this way, right? If you have a buddy who's a power lifter and you know he's giving it everything, there are going to be a lot of times where, let's say, we want to hang out, or I remember I would do this when I would prep for men's physique shows, be on diets, right? Your family wants to go to eat, and you're that guy who's so picky with his food because, like, you know, you have a goal at hand, or, you know, you're not going out to clubs or bars or whatever it is. So, like, bro, I'm telling you guys, I'm bringing it all to, when you begin to leave the external world and build these traits within, you lose a lot of shit up front. A lot of friends are going to stop hanging out with you because, oh, you know, don't bring him, he has to track his calories, or, like, you know, he's too obsessed with this, or his bedtime is this, right? I'm no different, guys. This is human nature, right? You're going to begin to lose things. So when you're decisive, right, which is really just choosing whatever it is at the time in your life, maybe that's prepping for a men's physique competition, maybe it's a powerlifting competition, maybe it's starting a YouTube channel. Whatever it is, guys, I truly believe, especially as I get older as a man, when you simplify your life, when you choose just a few things in your life, and you live by them, you really just, you eat, breathe, and sleep them, and you cut out all distractions. Like, I'm telling you guys, you're just cutting out all the superficial BS from the world of, you know, they're kind of like toppings on a salad, right? Let's say you have a really good hearty salad, right? You know, I mean, that's the nutritional value more or less is in that. Every time you add like croutons and this fatty salad dressing and bacon bits and this thing, I know it tastes good, right? But they're really, it's no longer a salad anymore. It's no longer really healthy. It's kind of just like this fast food bowl with lettuce. You get what I'm saying? So being decisive is removing the salad dressings, right? It's saying, hey man, you know, I lift Monday through Saturday and I want to get a jacked physique and I don't care what it takes. That is one of the pillars of my life. The second pillar of my life, this is your career and finances. You know what? let's say you're in med school, or you want to start a YouTube channel, or you're doing well in this career. Man, I may be in this career for the next 10 years of my life, and for as long as I'm here, I want to do the best I possibly can. I want to be one of the top, if not the top dog in my industry. I really mean that, right? Those are two things right there. I'm basically explaining my life, right? And then the third thing, guys, is something creative, or it's fun. For me, this is Dark Souls games. I make this very clear. After this, I'm going to play a little bit before I go to bed. That's my life. Something where I can shut off, right? Be the best at that game. I know maybe that's not a good example for you guys right now, but I do believe, guys, you need something creative or something to just invigorate you, to bring back that childhood. Maybe that's painting. Maybe that is drawing. Maybe that, I don't know, is, like, men need a craft. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's being a wine connoisseur, or like Andrew Tate and them, right? They would smoke cigars, right? Knowing everything about cigars. And, you know, I'm not necessarily recommending that, but you get what I'm saying. For me, Soulsborne games, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Sekiro, anything of that, like, realm where you level up, dude, I couldn't tell you why, but right now I'm obsessed with it. That was my childhood growing up. RuneScape, Skyrim, and it's just what I do in my free time. Is it kind of nerdy? Like, you know, maybe, but hey, man, it works for me. Decisiveness, guys. Just choosing a few things in your life, cutting out all the rest, dude. I don't go to clubs, man, on the weekends. I'm literally at home, right? Crushing self-developed, right? My business. Well, I want to be the fucking best. Reels, YouTube, right? Crushing powerlifting, and then playing a bit of Dark Souls. That's it. That's it. I've cut out all the salad dressing. Something that makes you money, creates an impact, gets you jacked, and allows you to have some fun. Trait number 2, guys, the second masculine trait, that will temporarily, right, take you out of this world to build the internal game within. This one may make some of you guys upset, you know, I don't know. But it's indifference. It's indifference and the ability to be independent. Now, guys, what I mean by this is as you get older, in fact, I was just talking to my brother about this the other day. I don't see him too often, so we have live chats, and I'm a couple of years older. So I said, look, man, he's 22, I'm 24, almost 25. I said, look, bro, and that's still relatively young, I understand. The older you get, the less friends accompany you. Right? Guys, when you're in high school, think of grade 9 to grade 12. When you're in grade 9, everybody's your friend. The janitor's your friend. This girl's your friend. You saw this guy at a party last year. He's your friend. It's kind of like this herd mentality. And I believe this is why we do this. This is why I did this for sure. Bro, you're at the bottom of the barrel. You literally need like a survival mechanism with friends and acquaintances. So you just have like a big clique, right? And this is why even if you think of guys like in my gym I go to, it's a pretty intimidating gym. So a lot of guys go in groups, right? And I get it. I did that too when I was younger, 17, 18. I'd go with my younger brother and I would help his friends, right? So yeah, I'd be in a little group. But as you get older, right? Grade 10, grade 11, grade 12, all of those acquaintances and friends and people that really just aren't on your path, and vice versa. I'm not saying our path is any better than anyone's. No, this is just life, right? As men, we become sharper. We're like swords. And the sharper and taller a sword gets, it now stands out from other swords. If like everyone has like shitty weapons at the beginning, like everyone has like shitty daggers and, you know, like just like mediocre weapons, that's fine. You guys kind of all mesh together. But when you're crafting an amazing longsword or amazing battle axe, weapons that are very different from each other, an amazing spear, those weapons are held differently. They're crafted differently. They're not supposed to be the same. An axe is an axe. It's not supposed to be a sword. A sword is a sword. It's not supposed to be a spear. Can they somewhat do the same things? Sure. Are they the same? Absolutely not. Now I'm thinking of Soulsborne games. That's why it's on my mind. But in life, guys, even these Soulsborne games, that's how you excel at the game. You choose a build. You choose a class, and you fucking dominate that. You don't try to just interweave with all these other classes. Everybody's still your friend. That's a very effeminate, weak thing to do as a man. I have one friend. I have one good buddy. I have a powerlifting coach. I have one friend. I have maybe some No, that's it. I got a guy who I shoot my videos with. I got a powerlifting coach, and I have one actual friend who I see on a weekly basis. That's it. And each person serves his role. They're each weapons. That's beautiful. I'm the sword. I have a buddy who is a shield. He has his role. Like, he's the videographer role. You're the shield. Don't try to be the sword. I don't try to be the shield. You're the shield. I'm the sword. We complement each other. I have a guy who's an axe. I can learn different things from him. I have a guy who's a spear. I can learn things from him. Each individual has his role, but everybody else is cut. Not because we're better, not because they're better, but because we're not all shitty weapons anymore. You guys are old, you're grown, you're a strong two-handed motherfucking sword. We don't have time to blend in with other shitty equipment or weapons that aren't at our level. Not in an ego way. So I need you guys to really understand that as you get older and you begin to really pick up steam in your particular field, right? I'm just giving you my example. I'm self-developed, like I said, powerlifting. I'm not going to include Soulsborne games, but self-developed, my business, my ideas, masculinity, understanding of how this world is working. And powerlifting. If you're not doing one of those two things, then we're not going to be friends. It's not because I'm better or this thing is more important. No, it's just because, guys, logically it does not make sense for me as a sword to hang around with people who are mages. You are a very specific breed or type of weapon. Stick with your other brothers who are two-handed fucking swords who've put in as much time as you. And finally, guys, the third masculine trait, I believe, that's my AC going off. I believe all men should embody, guys. This is a willingness to help those around you. Now I know what you're thinking, David. You just said in trait number 2, we don't play with the other, mediocre weapons or just other builds in the game, right? We stick to what we're doing. That's true. That is true. When you are progressing in the game, in your life, which is a game, you stick to those who can benefit you and vice versa. But that is very different than helping the future generation to come. Do you understand? So lately at my gym, you guys know I'm a powerlifter, right? One of the two things, self-developed and powerlifting. That's it. That's it, right? So if I meet an individual, a young man, who is interested, or an old man, right, whatever, in one of these two things, and I can see potential, he wants to become a strong two-handed sword, then I will gladly reach out my hand. So lately at my gym, you guys know I'm into powerlifting. I've met these two young guys, they're around 17 years old. I think one day they saw me doing a max bench and they were just like very intrigued. And I was like, you know what? They have a bunch of questions. I was like, I'll take you guys under my wing. So helping them with programming, teaching them. I literally had like an entire squat session with them, teaching them low bar squat. I think I'm gonna teach them deadlift tomorrow. And it's just fun, man. But it's not because you are choosing to dummy yourself down. It's because, my friend, this is very important. This is what generativity is as a man. It's because you can see that these individuals have the same spark in their eye that you once did when you were a smaller sword. Right? When you were just beginning the game, we're looking for mentors. And that's what I do. I search up YouTubers, right, who have dominated the game. What do? That is good. So you, my friend, have to do the exact same. You have to be willing to lend your hand to those who want to accompany you, join you, maybe one day supersede you in your crafts and passions. Guys, there are so many individuals who are into self-development, my particular field being specific, and I will gladly have conversations with them, reach out, give them advice, shoot DMs back and forth. Because, guys, your life is not just about you. Just like how God or mentors above us have bestowed gifts on us, we do the same to those around us. This is what masculinity is. It's number 1, right? Beautiful how this is all put together. It's number 1, choosing a few things in your life to dominate. Your career, getting jacked, making money, and finding something to be creative. Just a few. Number 2, we're indifferent and independent to all the other distractions around us. Doesn't matter what this guy's doing. Doesn't matter what this guy's doing. Oh, but David, he's investing in this and doing this. That's fine. No problem. Stick to your path. Triple down on it. And then number 3, once you have built a trait strong enough where you can support yourself, you now help out the ones below you. So, my friends, that is the end of the video. I know I briefly alluded on women at the beginning, right? Saying women are not going to want to be with you at the beginning, but this is very important at the end, where trait number 3 is where women come into place. Only once you get to trait number 3, right? Trait number 1 and 2, this is really us just being independent, doing our own thing, kind of monk mode, right? Trait number 3, though, once we've built our own unique brand, we've dominated a path in life, we've carved our way. Now we can guide those below us. And I don't mean women are below us in a derogatory, useless way, no. But as men, we bear more responsibility. So we will guide them, whether that is children, whether that is women, whether that is future brothers, just like those above us have guided us. That is when you get into a relationship, right? That is when, not beforehand. You gotta slay dragons alone first before you take on a helpmate, right? It's perfect too. It's like in the game, Elden Ring and all these games, you can summon kind of like NPC characters, right? To help you beat the boss. But you only get that help every few bosses. If you can't beat the majority of bosses alone, you can't win the game. Win the game first by yourself, then take on help to guide the mission further. So that is that, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this video. All of this was created at the top of my head. I don't script any of this stuff, guys, so if it sounds a little funny, well, you guys know why. Thank you, guys. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. I'll finish it here with the final plugs. If you guys want to work with me on a personal level, you guys know what's up. There is always one-on-one coaching. Come join the team, guys. I love working with you, helping you dominate your life as a man by improving things like your fitness, business, mindset, and relationships. Guys, the step down is group coaching. This is our workshop. Now, guys, I'm posting this on Friday, so we still have 2 days before we go live with our workshop of October. This Sunday, guys. Get yourself a spot below. We still have a couple left, guys. The workshop is 4 one-hour live stream calls with myself, a small group of men, and a private Facebook group for unlimited messaging. Guys, it's the best bang for your buck. All of you can afford it. So if you've ever been on the fence and wanted to work with me, I would strongly recommend joining. It's about me and around 6 to 7 other guys. You will not regret it. I'll see you guys there. First link below. And finally, guys, our third and cheapest option is the course. Passive online, over 3 hours long, again, giving you all the tools needed to transform your lives as men, improving things like your fitness, nutrition, intermittent fasting, no-fat meditation, cold showers, increasing your masculinity to then improve your relationships and find your passion. You guys can download the free half-an-hour version below before getting the full one, and I'll finish it there. You can support Edge. Come on, baby. We got that waffle tee in purple. I'm going to call this, I don't know why. I think it's called wine color. Coupon code Hammond. We have Gains Club, protein powders, and pre-workouts, guys. Just got my re-up the other day. You guys know what's up. Thank you, guys. Have an amazing day. I love you all. Apply these 3 traits. Build the kingdom within. And when the time is right to lend out a hand, it will be made clear. Thank you, guys. Join October's workshop. You still have 1 to 2 days left. I'd love to see you there, and I'll check you guys then. With that, much love. Peace.